Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you're all doing great. Today we're going to look at how much did I make in the past week from selling options. And then I think we're also going to look at how much I've made so far in the month of October as well from selling options. And this is just option premium alone. This isn't appreciation, this isn't depreciation, just a premium that I get from saying, hey, I want to sell a call or I want to sell a put. And before we look at the numbers and look at some potential trades I might look at next week, if you like this kind of content, you want to follow along, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. And if you want a little bit more from me, you can go join our private selling options chat group where we talk about selling options. You can get my take in real time. And honestly, I think it'd be really cool just to get all of us together and bounce ideas off of each other. So that'll be linked down below if you want to go check it out. My portfolio to end the week, if you missed, I think I talked about on my last video, $208,000. Last week was a pretty rough one, but somehow I still ended in the green. I thought after all of last week I would end up in the red, but we're above by $266 somehow in the green. So that's a win in my book. I've been selling a lot of options lately on ticker symbol BMNR, and I'm curious, once we look at how much I made last week, how much of it came exclusively from BMNR stock, which, if you don't know, this is a stock that basically holds Ethereum, and it's kind of like the MSTR of Ethereum. It's a treasury, and I am selling options on it because I do think Ethereum is a cryptocurrency that, beside Bitcoin, has a lot of potential. The rest of them I don't really pay attention to. I just pay attention to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it seems like if you believe in stable coins and the future of tokenization, then Ethereum might play a big role in that. Which honestly, I do think that's what we're heading with a lot of different assets and just having stable coins. Anyway, just to show you a trade, and I have some money freed up now from the end of last week, so I can use some of this money as collateral. We can see I have almost $9,000 right now freed up. If I buy a close sum throughout the week, I'm going to get even more that I can use for future trades as well. But if we go to sell a put on BMNR, just to show you the crazy premium you can get from this stock, because it is super volatile, it is seen as a little bit risky because Ethereum is very also volatile. And you can see I sold one for next Friday at a strike price of $46. Has a delta of a 0.26, so about a 75% chance this expires. Completely worthless. If we go even lower, you see I sold another one at $43.50. This $43.50 right now, I can get $60 selling this put, which means BMNR would have to drop $6.50 for this to be in the money by Friday. And the chances of that are about is 16 or 17%. So if you like those odds and you don't mind owning this stock at $43.50 like I do, you could make $60 in 5 days time just from doing this. And what's the ROI on that? I'm glad you asked. Let's calculate it real quick before we see the total for the week. This one, as we know, expires this Friday. By the way, you can go check out this calculator over on my web app. It's completely free. I made it so you guys can crunch numbers and see what's right for you out of the goodness of my heart. But anyway, 60 cents, that's the expected premium per share. It's exactly as you see on Robinhood. And the strike price, as we saw, was $43.50. Let's say I just sell one contract because that's what I did. I sold one. So let's calculate this. $60 gained. This is in the premium that we get from selling this. The ROI that we make from selling this, so the amount of premium we get relative to the amount we have to set aside as collateral that Robinhood ties up. And if you've watched my other videos, you know that I use margin as collateral. So I don't tie up my own money. I tie up Robinhood's money, and they don't charge me interest as long as they don't get assigned and I have to purchase the shares. So theoretically, I can make 1.38% ROI in 5 days using Robinhood's money. And then if I were to get assigned, then I wouldn't be using margin. I would transfer some money into my account to cover this. Therefore, I wouldn't be paying interest on these shares. But aside from that, how much did I make last week from selling options? I like to do this, and I created this web app primarily to do this because I want to see and I want to track and make sure I'm actually making money and do a little bit of analysis, see what works, see what doesn't, see if I can tweak my strategy in any way. So I went ahead and I created a statement on Robinhood. I'm going to upload it on here. We can see it instantly calculates how much I made in net premium. So from the 13th to the 17th of this month, I made almost $1,900 in total net premium. 52 different trades. Down below are the different tickers that I sold options on. You can see BMNR, and especially in this pie chart here, is taking up 50% of what I made in options premium last week. Another big one on the channel and on the portfolio, SoFi, 766. A lot of this was from one collection of covered calls that I ended up rolling, and I think I made like $500 rolling those few covered calls. So I did make a lot of it from rolling those calls. The rest of these, not as substantial. Still trading a little bit on Opendoor. Opendoor has lost some of its momentum. So I think I'm slowly liquidating my position. I'm still green on Opendoor, so that's okay. I'm just slowly liquidating this position. If it spikes back up, so be it. But that's just of the week. How much did I make so far in the month of October? Because I created a separate statement that spans from the 1st of October to the 17th of October as well. And once we upload that statement, we can see this one for the month so far. I have 137 total trades. And you can see hopefully why I created this web app and why it might be useful for you too. Because I used to manually track all of these trades and calculate how much I made. And as you imagine, manually tracking 137 different trades is going to take a long time versus me just creating a statement and throwing it on here and it calculating it for me. $4,442 in net premium. SoFi gave me $1,745 in premium, almost $1,400 from BMNR selling puts on this stock. So yeah, some of you might be selling options of your own or just curious how much one can make doing so. Of course, your income may vary. It depends what stocks you like and are willing to sell options on. I don't want you to follow me and blindly sell options on the stocks that I do. I want you to pick stocks if you are selling options that make sense for you. And you could be making way more than me, or you could just be getting started, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not doing this to rub it in your face. I'm just doing this to document the things that I do and hopefully inspire you and get you interested in this potential income stream. And if you're not interested and you're just watching this for entertainment, that's also great. I just do this with a subset of my entire investment portfolio. Most of it is tied up in S&P 500 index funds or maybe a couple mutual funds. But ultimately, I wanted to create a new income stream. And then what I've been doing lately is I take the money that I'm getting, so this $4,000 right here, and a lot of it I'm putting back into high income ETFs like QQQI, SPY-I, and BTCI. And these will hopefully pay me each and every month in perpetuity. And right now, that's my game plan, is make active income by actively selling my own options and then taking some of that income, if not all of it right now, and putting it into these different ETFs. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you want to join our private selling options chat group, it's linked down below. We'd be happy to have you there. Come join us. I'd like to expand this thing and get a lot of people involved and make it a really fun place and environment to help each other out and just bounce ideas off of each other. It also helps out the channel because I don't make any money from this. I don't even have YouTube AdSense right now because I don't have enough watch hours. So if you like this and you want to share it with people to gain more hours, I would truly appreciate that as well. But I hope to see you in a future video, and I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday.